Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. We have been talking about mental practice. So we are discussing about the 13 neutral mental practice. We call them Anya Samana. The 7 essential Hasa, Vidana, Sanya, Cetana, Ekagata, Jivitendriya, Manasikara. They arise in every chaita. So we have seen that they are very important mental practice, and they assist the chaita to cognize, to be aware of the sense objects. Then we go on with the particulars, called patinaka. They associate with some particular changes that can be immoral and also moral. So we call them particulars. So they include vichara, initial negation, vichara, sustained negation, adhimoksha, making decision or determination. Virya is the effort or energy. Now we come to piti. Piti is on page 74. So piti is generally translated as rapture, joy, happiness, interest, or enthusiasm. So among these, rapture, joy, and interest, these 3 meanings are important. Now, this piti is the precursor of sukha, bliss. So if you have this piti, joy, in your mind, then you will also have happiness, sukha, a pleasant piti. And in the next paragraph, creating a joyful interest in the sense object is the characteristic of piti. To create a joyful interest in the object. And we know piti is a jhana practice. Among the 5 jhana practices, piti is also inclusive. Now, there are 5 stages of piti. I think that is very interesting. There are 5 levels of piti. The first one is khuddaka piti. We call it Bali, khuddaka piti. The thrill of joy that causes the flesh to creep. So when you see your friend, very dear friend, who has been separated from you for a long time, so you get great joy when you see him. But still, that may not come up to the khuddaka piti yet. In meditation, when you can develop a certain concentration, then you will start getting this thrill. So that causes the flesh to creep, or we say your body will stand up. So you get the thrill very often when you get a certain concentration. Now when you can go a little higher, you can get call Kanika Piti, instantaneous joy, like the flash of lightning. So it is a longer thrill, like electricity flowing from your head to your toe. So you get the thrill, so longer. So in your meditation, after you get that short thrill, you will get long thrill. You will get it. I got that when I meditated. And then you will come to the last stage. Aukantika Piti, the flood of joy, like the breakers on a seashore. That is, when you are in the sea and the waves are coming up. So when one wave comes up, your body is lifted up. When that wave retreats, you fall down. So you are riding the wave. So we say also in meditation when we get that, they say you are riding a boat on the wave. So you are floating like that. Which may live one to float in the air. So the strong teaching can actually lift you up. So you can fly, you can go. So we have we call Vedijana. When we meditate, this body is lifted up about 4 feet from the ground. Just in the air. So if you have very strong feeling, you can do that. And then the 5th level is Parana Vijay, subfusing joy, which pervades the whole body like a full-blown bladder, or like a lump of cotton moistened in oil, or like a flood overflowing free and small. So that this joy fills your whole body. So you are very, very joyful. So you are filled up as if you are being blown up by piti. So these are the 5 types of piti. When in meditation you come across it. Not like in the Abhidhamma piti in my experience. When I am meditating, after getting that number 3, the flood of joy, always like that. And then I start meditating the next day. So after just meditating a few times, the body dissolves. So all the visible matter, they disappear. And I feel that I was thinking about high in the sky, just floating in the sky. Only consciousness remains. So you can be aware of nobody. So that is Abhidhamma. So people usually they have this drill and this experience in meditation. So you just know that you have to tell them, oh, it is the property of piti. You are having strong piti. So very soon you can advance in your development of concentration. Now number 6 is Chanda. So Chanda, I think the meaning of Chanda should be the wish, desire, or wealth. The wish, the desire, or wealth. So we have the thought like that. The chief characteristic of Chanda is the wish to do. So this is the wish to do, the desire to get something. Now you wish to know Abhidhamma, so you come to this class. So that wish is Chanda. That wish is Chanda. So you want to get an education, you want the higher degree. So these are all the wish. Now after sitting for a long time, you wish to get up. So you get up. So actually the wish is the first thing that must arise in every action. So if you want to sit down, you sit down. If you want to go there, you go. So we have a saying in Myanmar, if you have the wish, the distance is very near. If you don't have the wish, the distance is very far. So it's correct. So when I was in the United States, I had a girlfriend. I liked to meet her, so I tried the whole night for 200 miles to meet her. So that means the distance is very close. So if you don't have the wish, you don't see your neighbor, though they are close to you, but you just go on and on, you don't meet them. So we say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So, unless you begin that long journey with the first step, you will never make that journey. But once you make the beginning and you keep going, so sooner or later you will arrive at the destination. So that first step is like the wish, And this wish chapter, we say it is a desire without attachment. It's the wish, the desire to learn, the desire to seek without any attachment. And when we come to this Gopa, we say it is also desire, but with attachment. Desire with attachment. The desire with the intention to possess it. You say, oh, this watch is so beautiful that if you want to get it, so it is Gopa. Desire with the intention of possessing it. So if you just say, oh, I just want to reach to see, without an attachment, so it is chanda. It is the first step in every action. So if the wish is very strong, you will keep on doing the thing and you will succeed in it. So we say, if you have very strong wish to learn Abhidhamma, you will learn it. But if your desire, which is not very strong, then you will not learn it. So we have to say, if there is a will, there is a way. Now that will is strong wish is called will. So if there is a will, there is a way. So remember, these two, the virya, that is the energy or effort, and the chanda, the wish or the desire, they are two keys to success. The two keys to success. So actually there are 4 keys to success cited by the Buddha. These are the two. And of course he said, and then your mind. If your mind is very strong and very able, you will also succeed. And fourth one is wisdom. If you have very high wisdom, also you will succeed in everything. Now, so these are your qualities. You can develop them. These things, so you can say inequality. You attain them since birth. So you can use them. So if you want to succeed, so you can just try to develop them. Now we go to page 76. The second group of Pita seekers, we call Akusala Pita seekers. Immoral mental composition or mental factors. So there are 14 mental factors. When we say Akusala, it is immoral, unwholesome. So they are your bad quality, might say. Bad quality. And you would say these 14 immoral figures, since they can influence all the changes in every person in the world, so they are the bad forces in the whole world. The bad forces that bring all immoral actions, wicked actions, all suffering in the world depend on that. Okay, you will appreciate that later on. So we divide this 14 immoral mental factors first subgroup we call Moha Chatukka. Chatukka is a group of four. A group of four manufacturers. So there, we also call them Akusala Sadharana. And remember, this seven essentials, we call them Sapachita. Sapachita means four, Chita, Sapa means four. Sadharana, Sapachita, Sadharana. The word is Sadharana here. Sadharana means associated. So this seven essentials associate with all Chita. And when you come to this group, Moha, Adhika, Amantapa, Udana, they are the Moha Chatukka, and now we give you the word also, Akusala Sadharana. That means they associate with all Akusala Chita. So here we have 12 Akusala Chita, and all these 12 Akusala Chita, this group, all is present. Always present. So that means whenever you perform in moral action, these books in the factor, they are always at the background. They are at the background, forcing you to perform that in moral action. Now, moha is avijja, delusion, ignorance, or doubt. So normally we give the meaning ignorance or delusion. And it is also called avijja. Avijja is the opposite of wisdom. It blinds your wisdom. It brings darkness so that you cannot see anything. Just like darkness. So this moha avijja is the leader among his 12 other putti in moral seekers. And this moha ignorance is very, very frightening if you really know its nature. So we explain it in detail, a little detail, on page 77. So if you look on page 77, moha is the ignorance of the true nature of sense objects. All living and non-living things are made up of nama and rupa, mind and mental. Remember, nama refers to Chitta and Vitasita, and rupa refers to all kinds of matter, which are endowed with the full common characteristics of anicca, impermanence, dukkha, suffering, anatta, non-self, and asukha, lotus hunger. So, actually, this statement is very important. It has a strong effect in our life, to our life. Now, let us again try to discuss what we have already know. So we see all sense objects. They are actually all sense objects, either living or inanimate things. They are all made up of nama rupa. That is picture, it is the rupa. So we do not know about its nature because moha blinds our mind. And these nama rupa, they are arising and dissolving very rapidly and incessantly. That means continuously arising and dissolving. So, what is arising and dissolving? Means impermanent. So that means, though we see our body and mind, we see the feature like the body. And this is the appearance that we get because the ignorance blinded our mind. So, in meditation, when you can develop the jhana concentration, at that time, ignorance does not arise in the mind. So the mind is pure, you say, free from moha. So you can see as they really are. So at that time when you look at me, you don't see this appearance, this figure, this shape, this body does not exist. You can see those out of reality. Take it is the rupa arising in the soul, so no more project. So, and arising in the soul is impermanent. Impermanent. Now, what is impermanent is not satisfactory. And it actually amounts to suffering. Because being tortured by the incessant dissolution of your mind and body that you cherish as yours, they are dissolving, perishing, so it amounts to suffering. And it is also non-self. Non-self, no self. Though we say, oh, it's I, Dr. Mo, the person, the man. No man, no Dr. Mo, no I, no self. So it is non-self, anatta. These are very important characteristics of this nama-rupa, nature, dukkha, anatta. And the fourth characteristic, loathsomeness, we say, asukha, or you can say it's not disgusting, loathsome. Well, you will not agree to that. You say, oh, I am quite handsome, and my wife is very beautiful. To me, she is the most beautiful in the world. Why did you say, oh, she is disgusting? Why did you say so? So the Buddha said, you are not seeing the true feature with the naked eye. So you better analyze her. If you want to know the real nature, analyze this body, this person. So he analyzes in 32 parts. Head hair, body hair, the nail, the teeth, the skin, the flesh, the sinews, and then the bone, and then the blood, your lungs, your heart, intestines, and excrement, urine. So, 32 parts. So, you try to analyze, with your wisdom, to analyze the 32 parts. Now, try to examine each part with this look. You may say, oh, my hair is quite noble to me, sacred, quite beautiful, but it drops into your soul. You don't like it. Oh, disgusting, you say. It is the hair of your wife there. Why? There's hair here. So you say disgusting. So the hair of your wife, that looks very beautiful. So when it doesn't, it's no longer beautiful. So you may say, oh, this actress, when she smiles, oh, the teeth appears like how, shiny, like how, very beautiful. Well, when she has the toothache and has to extract one tooth, she gave it to her. Then you admire my tooth, I gave it to you. You put it in gold locket and you put on your neck all the time. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. And the same thing, what we say she is very beautiful, we are judging from the appearance of the skin. So we have the English saying, beauty is skin deep. The skin is very, very thin. So you peel off the skin of that beautiful lady. She may be Cleopatra, doesn't matter. So if you peel off the skin will amount to just a handful. Also with blood and fishy smell. So you can give to any gentleman. Now, gentlemen, this is the beautiful skin of the most beautiful lady. Okay, give you, who like to take it? Nobody. So you say, ooh, disgusting. So what, you think beautiful disgusting. What about your blood? So some men, they say, oh, I love you more than my husband. I can give my heart to you. So actually, if you take off your heart with the blood there, nobody would like to take it. No. So if you go to the intestine and the excrement, the urine, the pus, oh, totally disgusting. So the Buddha said, you don't judge by that. So in reality, everything is disgusting. So anyone who like to ignore this or to say to dispute with the statement of the Buddha, actually if you look these realities, that is impermanent, suffering, non-self, and the lotus of death. They are characteristics of all living beings. So, because we think our wife are very beautiful, we are very much attached to them. That we say, oh, everything is beautiful, so greed go past. That greed go past. The sense desire, we say. So, it has a sense desire like to possess the senses because the moha makes it to be beautiful. So, it gives us a wrong impression. We cannot see in terms of this reality. When we cannot see this reality, we see opposite. So we see the opposite. So we say, oh, I am permanent. Since birth, I exist up till now, so I am permanent. And then to have this body is pleasant. I can enjoy the sense pleasure with this body that you think is good to obtain. And you take this body as self, I, as the person. And then you say handsome and beautiful. So we are taking the opposite feature to be true. So that means all of us, under the influence of ignorance, we have the wrong vision of the world. Our vision of the world is wrong, the opposite one. So if you try to follow body that, thinking, oh, sense objects are very desirable. So you are just increasing the dukkha, trading, that is higher and higher. You will never get true happiness. You will never get true happiness. And finally you will be exhausted. And when you die, you will end up in the woeful state. The woeful state, Buddha said. So if you try to decide, you will end up in the woeful state. So at the time of the Buddha, when I said story, actually I would take time. So King Bimbisara became a free winner just by listening to the shameful for people. But this one, they make just this wicked people. Oh, it's not shame. It's a good thing that you can make money by that. And they do not know about karma as a result. If you perform immoral action, then the result will be very, very terrible. They don't know about that, so they are not ready to perform immoral action. So they persuade wicked people to perform immoral action again and again. And Uddhacca, the fourth one, unrest. Restlessness, we have already seen here in Mohammed Chaita is associated with Uddhacca, that make the mind restless. So we compare to the flag in the wind. So the flag will be fluttering all the time. So the same of this Uddhacca makes the mind fluttering. And they also give the example. If you drop a stone over a pile of ashes, or if you drop the stone, the ashes won't come as fast. So the same way, this Uddhacca make your mind to be this fast. So this whole way, remember Moha, the target us not to see the true features of the reality. And then they put the darkness on us. So Ahirika and Uttama become very active by taking people to perform immoral things. And Uddhacca, by taking the mind restless, you cannot think deeply whether it's correct or not. You are doing that wrong thing again and again. So they are present in all unwholesome pictures. Now we go to the second group, number 2. Loba 3. So we also give them some Loba 3 means 3. Also, the group of 3 teachers with the Loba as the leader here. Loba 3 is the leader. And Papancha Jama. Papancha Jama means the Jama that extends around the river. That extends around the river. Because of these 3 things, also we are having our existence prolonged from one existence to another indefinitely. So we go to Lopa. Lopa is also known as Raga. So when we say Raga, it's like passion. Tanha is craving and affection. And then greed. So we also give the meaning attachment, sensual desire. So these are the nature of Lopa. And we also tell them to some extent of page 79. Number 5 is Lopa. Lopa is a strong desire for sensuous objects or jhana happiness. It will never give up this intrinsic desire, however much one may possess. Even the whole wealth of earth cannot satisfy the desire of Lopa. It is always on the lookout for something new. Thus, one can never be truly happy if one cannot eliminate Lopa. Now, we should know this Lopa has 2 characteristics. One is desire for faith. Desire for faith. So if we desire for sensual pleasure, sensual object, so all these sense enjoyment. So, however much you enjoy the sense object, you will never be content. You will never be content. The more you enjoy, the greater the Lopa becomes. Because when you have a fire, if you put in more fuel, the fire will grow larger. Same thing, now these sense objects and sense enjoyment, they increase Lopa, they strengthen Lopa. The more you enjoy, then the greater the Lopa. So you may eat, say, at various hotels, and finally this all becomes ordinary, just monotonous, because Lopa always brings you one. So you have to go higher and higher, you cannot go higher anymore. Then too bad for you. Even the hotel food is something new. So you cannot take the whole food. Oh, you get only something, you get only something. So, when we say this Lopa, how much can satisfy the Lopa? Never. Because this ultimate element, they will never give up their intrinsic property. Like Lopa, they will never give up its property of faith, its nature of faith. So the whole wealth on earth, you may give a man, he will not be satisfied. So Mahatma Gandhi, he was a Hindu actually, and he also studied Buddhism and he admired the Buddha very much. So Mahatma Gandhi said, our world has enough for everyone's need. For everyone's need, like in Singapore, you have enough. You have enough. But not enough to satisfy one man's greed. Very important. You can never satisfy. And another nature or characteristic of Lopa is attachment. So, like you decide to get a new car, When you get in yoga, you are much attached to that, much attached to that. The same thing, you are attached to your wife, to your family, to your house. So you cannot pass away from the family for life. If we ask you, okay, come to our meditation center and try to meditate for 1 month. No, 1 month is too long. I cannot live away from my wife, from my family. So that attachment, we cannot cut it off. So we gave you a very good example here, a comparison. So we give the example of the monkey catcher, the hunter. He wants to catch the monkey who lives on high tree, on tall tree. So he could not shoot them. They are on tall tree, but he wants to catch them. So what he did, he got several trees and tried to take the gum, collect the gum and they put them together. So he gets a very sticky mass of gum. So he applied the sticky mass on the tree, on the tree trunk. So he applied on the tree trunk. So the gums are there. So when the sun rises and the sun rays shine on the gum, so it gives out spectrum, light spectrum. Oh, many light spectrum coming out. So the monkeys were very curious. So he wanted to know what are those lights coming out from it. So the hunter was hiding behind the bush. So seeing no one, the monkey would come down. So being curious, so as soon as it starts, get caught there, very sticky, you cannot move out. So when you cannot move out, you push with the second hand. So the two hands are there. So he tried to kick with the hand. So it's always stuck. Another hand. That's all there. So he tried to get out. So he pushed his hand. The hand was stuck. So he tried to so when he fell, he all stuck up together. Could not move. So the hunter would come out. So the hunter can kill this monkey or catch him. The same thing we are being taught. We are so much attached to all things and we are caught up by the time. So we are caught up by old age, sickness, death, and then another existence, because of this attachment. So try to know that. So these are unwholesome kind of factors. Remember, the whole world is under their influence. Not because of moha, ignorance. People, they do not know the true nature. They do not know what is good, what is bad. They don't know. They make us blind. And again, it makes that greed moha to be very, very greedy. Very greedy. So you are not satisfied with what you have, so you want to get some people, other people's property there. You want to get their gas, their petroleum, they want to get that. So, and from that, the war was start. And the two companions of Loka. So, please look on page 76 again. Among the Loka three, we have Loka, Dechi, and Mana. What is Dechi? Wrong view or evil opinion. Mana is conceit or pride. Now, these Mana and Dechi, they always associate with Loka. So actually, when you have here Loka Mula Cheta, Dechi Kata Sampayuta, that means associated with Dechi. So Dechi arises in the Loka Mula Cheta. When we say Dechi Kata Vaipayuta, not associated with Dechi, at that time Mana will be present. So this Dechi and Mana, they used to abide together with Loka. influence of ignorance. Ignorance makes us see us as a person. So this teaching, it takes this person to really exist. So they say, I really exist. So on page 81, the second paragraph, the most basic and universal wrong view. Remember, ignorance gives the wrong vision. And they take it to be the right thing, so it has the wrong view, the wrong vision, and the wrong view. So, the most basic and universal wrong view is the personality belief, Sakkaya teaching. So, this Sakkaya teaching, we call it personality belief, or ego illusion, Atta teaching. Sakkaya teaching believes that this combination of mind and body, that means combination of Chitta, Jika, and Rupa, is I, you, he, she, man, woman, person, etc. Atta teaching believes in the existence of an atta or soul, or ego, or life entity in the body. So, both these beliefs give rise to selfishness, not thinking I exist. So, when you are looking this as I, and you are attached to yourself because of that craving, so the people become very, very selfish. So they perform immoral things for the benefit of this life, or the benefit of this life. And again, because based on this concept of I, for the betterment of I, they also formulate many wrong views. Wrong views in politics, wrong views in religion. So, just to suit their desire, their wishes, so that they can make something for them, they try to formulate many wrong views. You may have heard about Zhou in Zhou. So it happened about almost 20 years ago, I think. In Zhou, so the man was Zhou, an American. So he invited many Americans, and he taught them that they can meet the God. They can meet the God. He could help them to meet God. So all of them, they agreed to hand over all their documents about they possess their home, their car, all this. So he collected these documents and he gave them poison. So the postman, so to make these people drink the poison. So even the mother has to give poison to her children, though she knows she's going to die. So that's the wrong view. That's for self-benefit. So people could believe, when you talk, you're very smart, and you can talk very well, you can, I can make you to see God, so you enjoy. Total happiness there, no body, no suffering. That's what they say. You cannot verify this thing, and we should not believe. You should not believe that. So, again, mana. Mana, we say, is conceit or pride. Conceit or pride. Now, if you look on page 81, on mana, number 7 mana. So, this mana also, it looks at you as I. It also sees you yourself as I. But now, it takes the view that I am the best, I know most, I have no equals in the world. So this mana. This mana. So in the second last paragraph on page 81, we say this siege or pride is of three kinds. The equality conceit, just mana. The inferiority conceit, mana. And the superiority siege, mana. As the saying goes, pride will have it all. Pride or conceit is not a virtue to be proud of. So remember, those three kinds of the conceit. So when you are of equal level, so you will say, oh, you are Imam, I am Imam, I'm not afraid of you, okay, oh, fine. So that is the equality conceit. And we have the inferiority conceit. So you are a poor man, and that man was, he is a director of some company, something like that. He is above you. So you quarrel on something, then you say, okay, you come, I challenge you. Now I stand on the ground. Now I cannot fall lower than this. So I am not afraid of you, I will challenge you. And the man above that, he has superiority conceit. Oh, I am much above you, I have nothing to do with you, so I will punish you. So just like in the Iraq, you have to say there before. So Americans declared that they would invade Iraq. So Hussein said, we have enough soldiers. We'll kill all of you. Come. So there is mana. So you are inferior. You have this pride. Same thing with people. So though you are below them, you still have the pride. So this pride will give you no benefit. No benefit. And sometimes because of that pride, you have many trouble. Like in driving. Another person trying to take over you. So you say, my car is better than you cannot get it. Oh, you try to sell it. Oh, so you may get accident. So we say, okay, I think we can go to the other thing. We go to page 76 again. So we go to the third group. The Dosa Chatuka, again a group of 4 Jesus seekers, with Dosa as the leader. So these are known as the hateful ones. Now please read those 4 Jesus seekers. Dosa is also known as Matika, hatred, anger, aversion. It's envy or jealousy. Machariya is avarice, stinginess, selfishness, and Prokucha, worry, scruples, and remorse. So we have something to say about them on page 82. So that dosa, anger, hatred, or ill will, it is the most destructive element in the world. So try to take note of that. The most destructive element in the world. We compare to the poisonous snake. So when that poisonous snake is just sleeping, it seems to be innocent. If you poke it with a stick, as soon as it will go right up and ready to hit you, to bite you. Same thing with dosa. You may be friends, but with something you become angry, you may shoot, you may kill even your companion, you may even kill your companion. So it's dosa. And remember, before it destroys others, it may destroy you first. This dosa. If someone insults you, the Buddha said, don't return the insult. If you return the insult, you are not wise. You are more foolish than him. You are more foolish than him. Now, since he comes and to insult you, he is already angry. So when he is angry, he is having the painful mental body, painful mental feeling already haunting him. Now when you become angry, your heart will beat faster. As soon as you get angry, the heart beats faster because it starts sending blood. So it gives you the strength to fight, to make you ready for fight. So 40% of the blood goes to the brain, and it has to rise along very small arteries. So with high pressure, you push them, your arteries get ruptured. So you will instantly you may die. So before you kill others, it will kill you first. And as soon as you have anger, you can make no agreement, no transaction. So in business, you will lose. You will lose. If you are angry, you will lose. And we have this anger. The inflated form makes you angry, but deflated anger, because you cannot go against your superior, your senior man. So you have to obey it. But when you cannot obey it, you are getting stressed and strained and tense. So all the dissatisfaction, and then upset and sadness, grief, worry, and even pride. If you are afraid of something, you are frightened of something, it's also dosa mudacita. So all this time, dosa keep arising. So with dosa keep arising, remember the mind has influence on our body. So it disturbs the physiology of the body. So it will disturb unbalance or chemical equilibrium. So you start getting many illness. Many forms of illness are being produced. Now we go to Iksa. Iksa is the characteristic of envying others' success and prosperity. As such, it is objective. That is, it belongs not to oneself, but to others. So we say, the Iksa. Iksa is the envy or the jealousy. You envy others because of their success. Or you are jealous of another person because he got promotion or he made money or something like that. So if you are jealous, you have dosa mudacita. So they belong to the group of dosa. So whenever they arise, they upset you. So dosa mudacita arises during that time. And Macharia one has the characteristic of concealing one's property. It does not appreciate to share one's property or special privilege with others. It takes the form of stinginess when one is reluctant to give money to charity. As mentioned in Anguttara Nikaya, there are 5 kinds of stinginess with respect to dwelling place, family, gain, recognition, and knowledge. Contrary to Iksa, Macharia is subjective. Iksa and Macharia make one unhappy without any inducement from others. One shall be immediately happy if one can drive them away from one's mind. So remember, Iksa is objective. It looks at others. And Maitreya is objective. It looks at yourself. Now you are better than others. You are enjoying greater privilege. So you don't want others to enjoy the same privilege. Now you are a big man in a community, and another very bright man is coming up. So you don't want him to come up, so you try to press him down. So your shop is selling very well. Another shop is coming there, and it's trying to grow there. So you don't like them. You have the same privilege as you. You try to give protection to them. And so it also means stinginess. You don't want to share with others. You just use it for yourself. So if you build say some computer and some PC or something like that, so if someone would like to borrow it to you, so you said, oh, it's not working, so you don't want to give them, so it's working all right, but you say, no, it's not working. So that means stinginess for the Maitreya. So you have Maitreya with respect to your dwelling place. So in your house, you like to live with your family there. If a guest comes, you have to share with him. So if he stays too long, so you don't like him anymore. And also we have the stinginess. Because of stinginess, you cannot offer donation. You cannot offer. So you become miser, and you cannot stinginess. So that stinginess also sends you to the lower state. And one time, the king of Deva asked the Buddha, now there are many human beings and also celestial beings. They are very rich. They have everything they need, but they are not happy. What is the reason? He asked. So the Buddha said, because they have Iksa and Maitreya. They have Iksa and Maitreya. Without any inducement, if you are having jealousy, or if you are having stinginess, you are unhappy. So if you can drive them away, don't allow them to arise in your mind, you will be happy right away. Now, the fourth one is Kokocha. So, Kokocha has the characteristic of grieving over the evil that is done and the good that is not done. So, you have done something bad and you ponder over that and you become unhappy. And you knew that you should do something, but you have not done it in time. So later on, you grieve over it. So these the milk that has been spilled by crying, no benefit. The same thing by being grieving or having remorse because of the wrong you have done, you will gain no benefit. So again, don't allow this remorse or grieving to arise in you. If they arise, you will be unhappy, so keep them away. Not these, those are good. They make us very, very miserable. So if you can keep them away, don't allow them to arise, you will be a happy man. Then we have on page 76 again, the bottom group, number 4, the entry. The entry of the list, the final 3 mental factors. They are known as down and wavering one. China, sloth, major, torpor, vijigata, subsequent doubt, or perplexity. So we have something about them on page 83. So we say China is the swinging state of the mind, like the ox feather before fire. Vijja. So this China slot means idleness. When your effort, Vijja, is weak, usually this China will come up, will arise in your mind. You will be very busy, you don't want to do anything, so there is slot. And then Vijja is the morbid stage of the mental factor. Morbid means down, inactive. So when one feels inactive or inert, one is being influenced by Vijja. It is the sickness of mental factor. So these two, China Vijja, they associate together. So one makes you lazy, and the other makes you inactive, inert. So you become drowsy, and finally fall asleep. Okay, Vijja, we already know it is the subject of the Dhamma, the Sangha, etc. So it's Vijja. So we finish with 14 immoral Jayasika. Now among these 14, remember these three, Loka, Dosa, Moha. They are the immoral roots, the roots of all evil actions. Actually, all the evil actions in the whole world arise because of that, because of these three. So the others are their companions. So according to Buddha, there is no Satan or Satan that lure people to perform wicked things. These are the immoral mental factors that arise in your mind. So they are your internal enemy. You have to watch them. Your internal enemy. They will make you unhappy. They will make you to perform immoral actions, and they will send you to hell when you die. So we have to be aware of them. So don't allow them to overcome your mind. Okay, now we go to page 84. Sovana Jayasika. Sovana means beautiful, mental factors. So these beautiful ones are our good quality. There are 25 of them. They are also divided into 4 subgroups. Now, the first subgroup, number 1, is called Sopana Sadharana. So again, Sadharana, comes again here. So, those which associate with all Sopana Chayas. Remember, we have 30 Sopana, and all the rest are Sopana Chayas. So when these Sopana Chayas arise, all these 19 Jayasika, they arise together. They always arise together. So these 19 mental concomitants associate with all beautiful consciousness collectively. Now let's read. Sattva, faith, confidence. Sati, mindfulness, attentiveness. Hiri, moral shame. Uttapa, moral dread. Alopa, non-attachment, restlessness, generosity. Dosa, faithlessness, goodwill. Tattara, majja, tata. Tattara, majja, tata. Equanimity or mental balance. Kaya passaci, tranquility of mental concomitants. Chitta passaci, tranquility of consciousness. Kaya lamuka, agility or lightness of mental concomitants. Chitta lamuka, agility or lightness of consciousness. Kaya mudduka, elasticity of mental concomitants. Chitta mudduka, elasticity of consciousness. Kaya kamanyaka, adaptability of mental concomitants. Chitta Kamanyata, adaptability of consciousness. Kaya Pagunyata, Pagunyata, proficiency of mental competence. Chitta Pagunyata, proficiency of consciousness. Kayukata, uprightness of mental competence. Chitta Yukata, uprightness of consciousness. So on this chart, we have 25 Sovana speakers. 19 are known as Sovana Sadhana. Now, try to read them again from here. Satta, Sati, Bhikri, Uttapa, Anopa, Adosa, Tatra, Manja, Tata. 7 of them. Now, these 7 mental factors are described singly. They are described singly, single. So because each of them can oppose their opponent singly. Now the remaining 12, so of 19, if you start subtracting 7, you get 12. So they are mentioned as 6 ways. So they are mentioned in pairs. Now when you go to Passaji, you have to say 2 times. You say twice with the prefix Kaya Chitta. So you read it Kaya Passaji, Chitta Passaji. Kaya Dharuta, Chitta Dharuta. Kaya Buddhuta, Chitta Buddhuta. Kaya Kamanyata, Chitta Kamanyata. Kaya Pagunyata, Chitta Pagunyata. So when you combine with Y and U, you get Kayu, Yukata, Chaitu, Yukata. So you have to remember only these 6 words. Pasati, Dharuta, Buddhuta, Kaminyata, Pagunyata, Yukata. So they arise in pairs. And when they arise in pairs, they can oppose their opponent. That is the immoral in seeker. Now again, these teachers are very, very valuable. They are our good quality and they are very valuable. Now we go to page 85 about the explanation in the middle. This sattva is well-established confidence or faith in the 3 jewels, the sarana, the ratana, namely the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Now this sattva, we say faith or confidence. Faith, to have faith and confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Now, in Buddhism, the faith is not meant blindly. It is not blindly. When we say blindly, you do not know anything about the Buddha. But just because your teacher, your parents say, oh, you must believe in the Buddha, so you just believe. And you might say, oh, the statue is the Buddha. No, the statue itself is the Buddha. So it's not like that. It's not like that. So this faith must accompany with knowledge, must wisdom. So you should know the Buddha. And the Buddha is worthy of veneration, not only by man, even by God. Because he is superior, nobler than the gods. All the gods, all the Brahmas, they have to come down and pay respect to the Buddha. So we have to know the attributes of the Buddha. We say he is pure, pure from all those defilements, the immoral Siddha. And he maintains high morality. He contains the highest morality. And his mind, the highest concentration, so that his mind is the most powerful most powerful, more powerful than all other beings, and also wisdom, the highest wisdom. So according to this teaching of Abhidhamma, if we understand this teaching, then we can admire the wisdom of the Buddha. Like analyzing the mind in such detail, telling us, oh, these are your bad moral factors, these are the good ones. So it's very beneficial to us. So we can see he is the wisest man. So he is worthy of spiritual veneration. And again, this teaching, the Dhamma, is very rational, very profound. They also can lead you a very pure and righteous life. And you will be happy. You will be happy. So this Dhamma can salvage you, not to fall into the lower world. And even you attain the highest state, that is enlightenment, as you go. So, when we know like that, we will venerate the Buddha. Again here, when we pay homage to the Buddha, we should remember his attributes, these unique attributes. So, you just have veneration, respect to these attributes. So while you are doing this, you are developing kusala chaita, kusala karma, and this gives you good benefit. So it is not similar to other religions. When they pay respect to their God, so they expect something, to get the blessing. So if you want to get the blessing, then it's low price with you. So it's different. In Buddhism, it's pure veneration, and that develops the pure mind that gives you the benefit. Now this Saddha is the leader of the Sovana, beautiful mental factor. Like the Mohan is the leader of the immoral dignity. The Saddha is the leader. Saddha is the leader. Now, in the last paragraph on page 85, we compare Saddha with the unique emperor of universal Munam. This emperor is very powerful. Now, during the summer, you took 1 pot of water from the pond. So it will be dirty and it will be hot. Now if you put this emperor will cause all the dirt to subside. So the water becomes clear. And also it evaporates more heat. So hot dirty water becomes cool, clear water. Same thing. As soon as Saddha arises in your mind, then your mind will be free from the defilement. So the defilements of the immoral, the seeker, they defile the mind. They make the mind dirty, wicked, and the body. So when Saddha arises in the mind, it comes in group with this 19 seekers together. So when this group of 19 seekers arise, these immoral seekers have to run away. So they cannot go. These loka, dosa, moha can overcome you, can influence you, because you cannot develop these moral mental factors. So as soon as you have Saddha, respect for the Buddha, just if you remember, oh Buddha, Arahant, the defilement, they are driven away. So they cause the mind dirty, and they make the mind, but so when they go away, the mind is clear and very cool. And on page 86, we compare, on the second paragraph of page 86, We compare Saddha with the hand. With the hand. Now, if you are lucky, you can get to the mountain of jewel, where you can pick up like a precious stone, like an emerald, like ruby. So this ruby, even worth many $1 million. So what you say? Oh, I'm very lucky. So all these jewels, I can pick them as much as I like. But if you don't have any hands, your hands are cut off, you cannot pick up. You cannot pick up. No. Now, to come across the teachings of the Buddha is more fortunate than to be on that jewel mountain. So we are more fortunate than all those precious rubies and sapphires, etc. Because if we have Saddha, and when we come across the Buddha's teaching, then we can perform many good deeds. So we can accumulate the good karma by billions every second. Every second we are doing that, we are collecting. So these karmas are actually more valuable than those precious stones. So to have Saddha is very fortunate. So the giant when the Buddha tried to pacify the giant Alavaka. Alavaka is supposed to be very fierce. So he tried to use all his weapons to fight the Buddha, but they are not effective. The Buddha is just developing loving kindness towards them. So all his weapons, they fell on the foot of the Buddha just like flowers. So finally, Alavaka said, I will ask questions. So Alavaka's parents, they came across Arya Buddha, we call Kaspa Buddha, and they learned something from that Kaspa Buddha. So the parents handed over to Alavaka. So he knew a question, but he didn't know the answer now. So he asked the first question. Now, what is the most precious treasure in life? So the Buddha said, Saddha is the most precious treasure. So you should know that Saddha is the most precious treasure that you can possess. Okay? So try to develop Saddha. Saddha. If you do not understand the attributes of the Buddha and the teachings of the Buddha, your Saddha is very weak. Very weak. If it's very weak, it's not very valuable because it cannot induce you to perform many good deeds. Try to develop it, and the best way to develop it, according to my experience, is learning Abhidhamma. Learning Abhidhamma because you have attended the fifth lecture. So just 10 hours, learn a lot. Learn a lot. If you know up to now, you have a lot of knowledge. Then, if you know these, so the Buddha said, if you know my teaching, you know me. If you don't know the Dhamma, you don't know the Buddha. You may be very close to me, or if you do not know the Dhamma, you are very far from me. So, if you know the Dhamma, you will know the Buddha. And you will revere both the Buddha and the Dhamma. That is my experience. When I try to learn Abhidhamma, I could not learn systematically like this. So the people they teach there, they are not the professional teachers. So they are just 8 months or the month, something like that. So I have to learn little from them. Then one teacher asked me to appear for the exam. What they taught is just a few pages I wrote in my insight book. So I said, since the subject matter is very little, well, I will read it for the exam. only about 2 weeks after the exam. So when it comes to 2 weeks, so I said, now I have to prepare for the examination. Now, as a lecturer, at that time I was a lecturer at the university, so I feel that if I fail the examination, it will be very shameful. So if I pass just ordinary, still it is shameful. I should stand first in the whole Dhamma. That is my attitude actually. Whichever exam I try to appear, I always aim to be at the top, be the first one. So I think I have to prepare to answer some questions. So I need to get the previous year question, just one set. So this is divided into three levels of examination. Abhidhamma, ordinary level, part 1, part 2, part 3. So when I get the question, I read the question, I could not answer any one of them. I could not answer any one of them. Only then I got scared. What should I do? I didn't know anything. So I asked actually one of my students of the Institute of Education. So I was there at that time. So this lady, she passed the BEd, the Bachelor of Education degree, but she didn't walk. And she meditated with us at the meditation center, and she advanced very quickly, much quicker than us. And after coming out from the center, she asked our parents to grant her permission to become a nun. They don't allow. So she remained as a yogi, female yogi, with 8 moral precepts for 2 years. Only then our parents allow her to become a nun. Then she studied Abhidhamma and she appeared in the examination. She stood fast. So I asked her, now what's the book I have to read? So she said, the prescribed book is the book written by the Sayano Sanana Vimana. So Achieving You is the basic of the essence of Buddhism. So I had to get that book. So I had only 10 days actually. So I start reading at that time, start reading. So only then I understand the whole book. So when you get some exposition from your teacher, some guidance from your teacher, then you can go by yourself. Of course, you have to be persistent or try to read them, then I understand. Of course, when I appear for the exam, I stood first. So, just before going to the exam, I feel very happy because I understand the Abhidhamma. Only then I understand the Abhidhamma. So I've been teaching this Abhidhamma for almost 20 years now. So I'm helping many people to understand Abhidhamma very easily. So I wrote books so that make them simple, systematic. So if you know now the guidance, with this guidance, you can read them. And also they are taking the video record. So later on you just look them, so you are just listening. Okay. So this subject is very important. And number 2 on page 86, number 2, sati, mindfulness. That is again very, very valuable. Now, what is mindfulness? Sati is mindful of things that are taking place. Its chief characteristic is not floating away. That is not to let things go unnoticed. When one is not mindful enough, one does not remember what one sees or hears. It is like empty pots and pumpkins floating away on the water current. So you're listening to me. So if you're mindful, you know every word I said. But if you are not mindful now, just for some joy you are listening, oh, my God, my things. Now, when you went home and your parents asked you, how's the teaching of Abhidhamma there? Oh, quite interesting. Now, what does he teach? Please tell me. Oh, he teaches something, but I forgot that. So, that means like pots and pumpkins floating away in the water current. Nothing remains in your hand. So that's it. So you have to be mindful of everything. There's mindfulness. Now remember, we have a great story about our very London person. So the king asked this London minister, what is the most tasty food in the world? Oh, he said, tortoise egg. Tortoise egg. The boiled egg of the tortoise. It's most tasty, he said. So the king, he wanted to test this man's wisdom. So then he stopped the question. So he discussed about the situation of the country, etc. Now, after 1 year, he asked the minister, now minister, is that the tortoise egg alone that is most tasty? No, Majesty, you must also have the pork with it. So without pork, it is not tasty. The same thing here. Now though we say Saddha is faith and confidence in the Buddha, will help you to do many meritorious deeds, but you must have sati, mindfulness. Now, if you're not mindful about meritorious deeds, you will not develop wholesome mind. You will not develop wholesome mind. Though you have saddha, you may be happy with friends, so you just forget about meritorious deeds. But if you have mindfulness, wherever you go, even with friends, you are reflecting the attitude of the Buddha, etc. For example, as I'm writing with Mary Ann, taking to the peninsula, we get some lovely food there. So when we are not talking, I'm reciting on the Parita. So that means I have mindfulness. So if you have mindfulness, you are having the Kusala Chaitanya, moral mind, right? So Saddha and mindfulness, they should go together. They should go together. And this mindfulness, so on the last second paragraph there, Buddha reminds his disciples every day not to forget wholesome deeds and to be always mindful to fulfill one's pledge to strive for the liberation from all misery. So that is our guidance in life. That is our guidance in life. Also, we are learning this not as academic knowledge. Remember, all these, they exist in us. They exist in us. So we are learning these to understand yourself, to know yourself. To know yourself is the most important. Socrates, the Greek philosopher, he went to an oracle there. So he asked them, who is the wisest man on earth? Socrates, know thyself. You are the wisest man on earth. So know thyself. If you know yourself, you are the wisest man. You are the wisest man. So you can use that. You can use that. So I'm trying to tell you how to make use of them in your daily life. So if you know this knowledge, you can apply in your daily life. So you can live happily. Now the last line again. If one is mindful in the sixth sense door, to note what one observes, just as seeing, or hearing, etc., one can stop defilement from entering the mind. In this sense, sati is compared to a gatekeeper who stops thieves and robbers from entering the body. So, mindfulness is supposed to be the gatekeeper, the gatekeeper, to keep watch at your sixth sense door. If any sense object appears in that, if the visible object, just take note, see. If you hear something, just take note, hearing. So in that way, you can suppress the lopa, dosa, from arising in your mind. Now, hiri, the next number 3, hiri makes a man recoil with moral shame from committing immoral deeds. The person who has hiri recoils from evil just as a cock's feather shrinks in front of fire. So if you are a righteous person, if you are quite pure and you maintain good morality, you will be ashamed to perform wicked things, evil things. And so hiri is there. You feel ashamed to do that. And number 4 below, uttapa is moral dread or fear to do evil because it is aware of the manifold evil consequences. That is, you have to understand karma is the result. So we say to be a Buddhist, you have to have faith in the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, and you must also believe in karma and its result. So you have some knowledge of karma. So that will come in chapter 5. Later on it will come there. So immoral deeds will give rise to immoral karma. That will produce very terrible effects, terrible results. Starting from this existence, and finally it will condition you to be reborn in the womb state, in hell, etc. So if you know that, you will not perform immoral things. So this hiri and uttapa, they are regarded as the guardian of the world. So on page 88, in the third paragraph, actually, hiri and uttapa, the third paragraph on page 88, differentiates man from beings not to indulge in immoral acts such as sexual relations with mother and son, or between father and daughter, even at the time of very low civilization. So hiri and uttapa are known as loka pala dhamma, the guardian of the world. So they differentiate man from beings. So even at very low civilization, the Dhamma will disappear. Even then, this hiri and uttapa will keep man different from beings. So they are the guardian of the world. Now we go to number 5, alopa. So when you say alopa, you just take it to be the opposite of lopa. This lopa, greed, craving, and attachment, we say. So its very distinct characteristic is craving and attachment. So you come to alopa, non-craving, non-greed, greedlessness. No greed and no attachment. They say, like when you have rain falling on lotus leaves. So they just, the raindrops will just fall down without sticking to the leaf. The same thing is alopa. Though you come across many sense objects, very attractive ones, but you don't get attached to any of them. If you are not attached to any of them, you are peaceful and happy, If you are just something you want to get it, oh, it will bore you try money, try to get it. So it's no attachment. Very good. So no craving. No craving. So you're satisfied with what you have. So the Buddha said contentment is the greatest weapon. So not the wealth that you possess, not in the bank, but if you have contentment, if you are content what you have, so you are a rich man, you are a wealthy man, you are a wealthy man. Now this no part. When you have no craving for other people's property, so you will not commit stealing, cheating, etc. You will not do anything of this. Now when you are not attached to your property, you can give away. You can give away to donation. So we say it about generosity. Generosity. So actually when you are offering help to other people, you are from your giving up some self-benefit. You use your time, your energy to help other people. So don't mind about yourself to help people. So they call it altruism, benevolence. Doing good for others. So these are very beautiful qualities. Very beautiful quality. Now we go to our dosa. Again, you try to see it as the opposite of dosa. We say dosa is anger, hatred, ill will, displeasure, and it is the most destructive element, we say. And it has the characteristic of roughness, very rough and very cruel nature. So our dosa is just the opposite of that. It is not rough, it's very mild and gentle. It is not destructive, it is constructive actually. Dosa demands to kill your enemy. So this dosa demands you to forgive your enemy. So if they insult you, or if the mosquitoes bite you, the ants bite you, so you should not get angry. If you are angry, dosa is the right thing. So you should make wise protection. Wise protection will stop you from getting angry. Oh, this mosquito, they must be very hungry, so they come to take some of my blood. Well, I give them the blood now you can go. So at that time, we say forbearance, patience, very beautiful. Forbearance is the nature of dosa. Forbearance, very beautiful. And you forgive. Like people come to make to insult you and to quarrel with you, to say they are just innocent, ignorant. They don't know this quarrel does not bring any good. So I should not be as foolish as them. So I just forgive them. You are not angry with them. So forgiveness is also very beautiful. Remember, forgiveness is divine. The Christianity, they used to have the saying, forgiveness is divine. That means forgiveness is the divine quality of God. Jesus Christ, He was on the cross there. So people came and they scolded at Him, they laid Him, they even threw stones at Him. So He said, please forgive them because they are ignorant. So the Christianity is their also this is their motto, to forgive your enemy. So forgiveness is very beautiful. And again, this loving kindness is the opposite of destroying the life, killing. The opposite of killing, so that we try to make all living beings safe, free from all danger, free from all mental pain, from bodily pain, and we call it loving kindness. So we try to call it loving kindness, not dosa. And loving kindness party we also call metta. This metta, loving kindness, is very beautiful. So we try to differentiate between love and loving kindness. When you say love between two lovers, it is usually lofa. That lofa, attachment to each other, they say it's love. Attachment to each other. It's not pure love. Not that love. Lofa is possessive. You want to possess and you cannot forget. You cannot tolerate. You cannot forbid. So this loving kindness, this metta, is very beautiful. It's not possessive. It is offering like a parent. They offer everything for the children to have a good life. So that is the picture. Very, very beautiful. So this part also. And number 7, page 89, number 7 in the middle. Tatra Panchadata. The chief characteristic of Tatra Panchadata is impartial view of objects. That is keeping in the middle of all things. It is compared to a charioteer who drives 2 horses to run an equal way. It also acts like the chairman of a meeting, giving equal chance to its associates to act. It balances the mind, that is the chaita and the mental commitment, to function together at equal way, preventing any excessiveness or deficiency. Well, we compare this Tatra Panchadata with a charioteer who drives 2 horses. Now, he must make these 2 horses run at equal pace. If one is ahead and one is getting behind, so he should brought this one to run a little faster. Now, when they are running at equal pace, what should he do? Nothing. Just sit there and write without moving. And the same thing, this Tatra Panchadata. It tries to regulate all the chaita and inasita to walk at equal pace. So one should not be ahead and one should not be behind. They make all these chaita and inasitas walk together. So they keep the mind balanced. They keep the mind balanced. And we say it is impartial view. Impartial view means you have no preference to someone. That is to say impartial. So your view is without any hatred, without any attachment. So without any favor to anything. So we say try to keep your mind in the middle. That is unshaken by any violent storms of life. A violent storm, whatever you may come across. So you just obey, just forget all these things. Now, when we come to this 2-1, Karuna is compassion, Mudita is sympathetic joy. Actually, you will see that on page 94 there. Karuna, compassion, Mudita, sympathetic joy. So these qualities are very beautiful qualities. And we say Tatra Panchadata. This Tatra Panchadata is in the middle between Karuna and Mudita. Now when you see a person who is suffering from pain, something like that, so you develop compassion, you have pity for that person. When you develop compassion, you get pity there. Your mind is a little, lower, you might say. Now when you say someone, like your friend, he won, say, the $300 million in the lottery, when you say, oh, I'm So we say sympathetic joy, to be happy at other people's success. So this is Karuna and Mudita. Now Tathramacharya, when he say a miserable man, a miserable person, so he just keep his mind balanced there. He just says, all living beings are as conditioned by their karma. Because of his bad karma, he has to suffer. So you just keep your mind balanced. And when you see the prosperous person there, because of his good effort, his good karma, he becomes rich. But he will not be rich all the time. He cannot. He will not get this privilege all the time. Only when his karma is supporting he get that. So whatever the situation, he just keep detached from all these things, just to be by himself balanced. So there is Tathramacharya. Actually is very beautiful. Two, dosa is loving kindness. Tathramacharya is mental balance. And we also call it upekha. At the last paragraph of page 89. In the sense of equanimity, it is mostly known as upekha. This upekha is the state in the middle between karuna, compassion, and mudita, sympathetic joy. It is this upekha which is raised to the dignity of mudita. You can keep that. If you know of that, it's all right. So the upekha is different from the feeling upekha. There is just neutral feeling. So this upekha is in balanced state of mind, unshaken state of mind. Then we go to number 7, the next page, page 90. Kaya pasati and Jeta pasati. So we try to guide you here. Kaya does not mean body. Usually we take kaya, we translate kaya as body. But it really refers to a group of mental components. Kaya just means a group, so you have to take it as the group of the components. And pasati is tranquility, calmness, quietude, or serenity. So when we say kaya pasati, it is tranquility of mental components. When you say chitta pasati, it is tranquility of the chitta. So since kaya pasati, chitta pasati arise together, so they make the whole mind to be tranquil, quiet, calm, and serene. So it's very good quality. Now the same thing, you can go down number 10 and 11, kaya lahuta, chitta lahuta. So lahuta is lightness or buoyancy or agility, suppressing the heaviness of mental composition is the chief characteristic of kaya lahuta. Suppressing the heaviness of chitta is the chief characteristic of chitta lahuta. It is the laying down of a heavy burden. So we say the sloth and slumber make the mind happy. So sloth, here kaya lahuta, chitta lahuta, they make the mind light and active and joyous. So actually during meditation again, when you have the joy, we say 5 states of the joy, 5 levels of the joy, then that joy teaching will give rise to pasati. Pasati is tranquility, so that makes the mind tranquil. And that tranquility will give rise to sukha. Sukha, pleasant feeling, so you call it happiness. And when you get this lahuta also, they are right together. Whenever you have the pasati, lahuta is all right. So they make the mind light. When the mind is light, the body also feels light. So when the meditators, they take the walk, meditation walk, so they feel that they are very lighted, they are just stepping there about to fall. Like that. So they become very pronounced in meditation. The same thing with the 12 and 13, Kaya Buddha and Citta Buddha. They refer to the elasticity of mental concomitance and the elasticity of consciousness respectively. They remove the strictness in mind caused by immoral seekers such as Daichi, false view, and Mana on sea. So Daichi and Mana make your body stiff, very stiff and unpleasant. So this Kaya Buddha, by making the mind and the Jinsika elastic, they also make the mind elastic so they can get out those stiffness. Number 14 and 15, Kaya Kamanyata, Citta Kamanyata. So Kamanyata means adaptability of the mind to any situation. So they also suppress the unserviceability and unwalkability of the mind. Again, we can go to the next page. That is 16, 17, Kaya Padonyata and Citta Padonyata. They refer to the proficiency or skillfulness of mental concomitance and consciousness in doing their work. Their chief characteristic is the suppression of sickness in the mental concomitance and in consciousness. So they make the mind to work very efficiently, skillfully. And the next page again, Kayut Jupiter, Jaitu Jupiter. So they refer to the uprightness or strictness in the mental concomitance and in the consciousness respectively. Thus they are opposed to crookedness, deception and craftiness due to illusion or deceit, maya, or treachery, satya. So do you know deceit, maya? And this maya and satya again, they are not the property of Lopha again. Lopha. No, deceit here means you commit some wrong and you pretend to be innocent. We call it maya, deceit. And treachery, satya, means you pretend to possess the quality that you don't really possess. You don't have any jhana, but you pretend as if you possess jhana. You are not an arahat, but you pretend to be an arahat. So that's called treachery. So these are the one of Lopa greed. With the intention of greedfulness, you are doing this. Trying to make people respect you so that they offer you something. So now the Kayut Jugata, Citta Jugata, it makes the mind upright and straightforward. So it drives away all this crookedness. So all these qualities are very good qualities. So whenever you can develop Mahakusala Citta, they will rise together with the mind. So we say, if you can be with the Dhamma, you can be happy. Because if you are with the Dhamma, you are studying the Dhamma or something like that, you are developing Kusala Citta, so you are having these things, getting up, so you don't feel tired, you are just happy, very happy. Just as happy as me, because I can stay alone in that story. Where you can say, you stay there alone, you didn't get down, you didn't even take a walk. Oh, I see, I don't need, so I'm happy. So having all this done, so we are happy. Now we go to the next three Jnana seekers. So abstinence. Abstinence means abstaining from immoral deeds. So if you just look at the meaning there, Samma Vacha, number one, is called the right speech. Samma is right or good. Vacha means speech, the right speech. Samma Kammanta, the right action. Kammanta means action. Samma Ajiva, the right livelihood. So we explain that on the right hand side. Samma Vacha, the right speech is fourfold. That is abstaining from Pusa Vacha, lying. Visuna Vacha, slandering. Krusa Vacha, harsh speech, abusive speech. And Sampadichana, frivolous talk. Frivolous talk. When one comes face to face with the situation to commit one of the other four speeches, that one abstains from saying it, that one acquires Samma Vacha at the instant of abstinence. So that you should abstain the wrong speech, the false speech. So if you abstain from false speech, your speech is right. So it is the right speech. So the false speech is fourfold. So it is lying, slandering, harsh speech, and frivolous talk. So when you are in a situation, say empty of this speech, but you control yourself, you don't say that. So by abstaining, you say you develop Samma Vacha in you. So sometimes you want to lie, especially if you have to give the report about your income tax, how much you learn to lie, but you don't lie, so you just say it correctly. So it's Samma Vacha. So if somebody abuse you and he quarrels you, he says some use some bad language, so you want to shout back at him, but you control. It's not proper for being shout. So if you can abstain, you are saying the right thing. So if you have the group, talking about this thing and that thing, you are very joyful. So you are among them. If you also join with them, you are saying the frivolous stuff. So in that case, what should you do? What should you do then? You should abstain from saying the frivolous stuff. So you should say something to make harmony with them. So, and then it's better for you just to take excuse. Okay, and number two is Samma Kammanta, the right action. Here is the bodily action, which is abstinence from Panatipata killing. Abhidhamma dana, stealing, kami, sumecha jara. So you have to recite this when you ask for moral reason. So you should pronounce correctly. Panatipata, Abhidhamma dana, kami, sumecha jara. Sexual misconduct. Again, when you are in this situation, about to commit one of these things, you abstain. Then you say you develop Samma Kammanta. Also in Buddhism, when you say you should stay from killing, not only killing human beings, but also killing the animals and insects as well. We should abstain. So, some people say, oh, like a mosquito, like an ant, they bite you, they give you trouble. Why should you abstain from killing them? So, what would you your answer? What is your answer? Should we abstain from killing those mosquitoes, the bugs? Should we kill them? Well, if you kill them, you commit the Panatipata. You break the moral precept of the killing. So the idea here, the Buddha said, life is dear to all living beings. Life is dear to all living beings. That is not just. That is unjust actually. No, unjust. And why you do that? You do it with dosa pula cheta. Billions of dosa pula cheta will come and they will cause you to be killed by others many, many times. Since when you are killing, you develop billions of karma, you may be killed again and again, a billion times. Well, if that's so, I'm scared, I will not kill anymore. So prevention is better than cure. Just like the Singapore government did. So